时间到了呀。
三义村。
现在老稀奇的，这个小东西外头
是。
啊。
In the near future, all the residents in this neighborhood will be moved to somewhere. But all the buildings, an old lady just told me, all the buildings will be preserved, not demolished. What a lucky thing. There's 3 gas meters, so there's 3 families. This is the shared kitchen. 你们应该不是在这里出生的啊？犹太人你们那会儿还没见过的啊？
没有。
30-40年了，你们还没来，还没出生。
现在就看到有几个犹太人老是到这里来探望。
老外喜欢看这些东西。Tofu skin.
他们做过的地方哎。
And they're making some Chinese herbal medicine in this pot. This is staircase to go to the 2nd floor. Very steep. With very narrow steps. A lady just told me whenever he go downstairs, whenever she goes downstairs, she goes backwards. She has to hold the handrail and be very careful. The step is like a half of her feet. 阿姨，你家面积大概多大？50有啊？
没有的，这个是公房子嘛，顶多20个平方、30个平方，
啊，
哦，一小些的呀。
这个就算3家平摊的嘛。
哎。
那现在还用马桶吗？不用了。
用啊。
用啊。
还要拎马桶的。
啊，这老式房子嘛，特别装修要么弄那个洗澡间，要么弄马桶的。
有的卫生设备没有。
有的人家有，有的人家没有。
对，那你们洗澡怎么洗的？外面。
外面也是的。
哦。哎呀，确实不方便。
是不方便。
太不方便了。This thing for firefighting department was built at the same time with this neighborhood, 1929, but stopped the service after 1950s. Almost 100 years old. This window looks pretty old and looks original to me.
阿拉弄到客堂间是这个，就是你老早是做皮厂，做皮毛生意。
These 3 men I talked to they're in 60s. So I asked have they ever met with a Jewish when they were live here? They said no, but their fathers, mothers used to live in the neighborhood with Jewish next door. So after knowing the victory of the World War II, all the Jewish that lived in this neighborhood came to this lane road and dance, and so exciting, dance, sing for days for celebration. Demolish. Hey. It is a very poor living condition. I think most people are happy about moving out of this place.你家原来住的这个房子多大面积？30。
没有9个平方。
9个平方。住几口人啊？
现在我一个人，不是是父母。
哦，那你选了房子还是选了钱了？
他妈骗我，对吧？如果房子那边不好不灵，那个好，我不需要去拿钱了，我自己买。
哦，9个平方，那你也赔不了多少
？300万。
300万。
不到点。
哦，那要去松江了。你搬走的话，会怀念这里吗？
怀念，我们最好不要搬，烦死了。
最好不要搬，但是这里条件
下去了。
对啊，但是条件比这里好点。
哎，特别是西工
啊，
关在里面没人认识，
对，
门一关，
比较孤独了。
哎，对，
这里街坊
等了60年了，这里等了
60年了
啊，不想搬了。哎，那边门一关，人也不认识，谁管你啊？
对的。哎呀，
你这搬回来嘛算了，他妈搬不回来了，他不给你搬回来，你这个资质搬回来，你还没钱买得起来。
对，搬回来。
他搬回来，资质搬到这里，做好的房子搬进来，起码要15万一个平。
So， 这里大概有多少户人啊？像你们这个住？
我们这里的有总共
户数要
1000户。
1500。
1100左右。
This man just told me there are like 1,100 families in this neighborhood. So today's Chinese policy is if over 85% of the family agreed with the compensation, agreed with the moving out policy and the money to compensate them, every family has to move. And he just told me in his neighborhood, 98% of family agreed. So everybody has to move. He has a very small room. Now he lives alone in a 9 square meters with about 15 square meter public area, like a kitchen and a courtyard. So he got paid almost 3 million Chinese yuan. People have to move out before 22nd November. So not many days left. A lot of people choose to move out on Saturdays. Even the restaurant on the street side, they have an interesting sign. Let me translate. This says the demolishing is going to happen soon. We received the notice from the higher officials. The noodles and all the lunch are going back to the price which they charged in 1990s to treat our old customers. So sweet. And right now we're still in the middle of the pandemic. I worked as a tour guide before the pandemic. And I don't know if I'm coming back to this job after the pandemic. If I do, I hope these buildings will be okay, because I don't want to tell all my tourists this was the ghetto for Jewish refugees without all these buildings. Hopefully all this building will be maintained and not demolished. Really don't know, have no idea what's going to happen to these buildings. If I go back to my tour guide job in the future, so I will not be happy telling the Jewish tourist this used to be the Jewish ghetto. Well, I am pointing to the high-rise apartment buildings. If we lose all this building, we lose a big part of the history. I don't want to see that to happen. Without these buildings, history seems very pale. Old Shikuman house.
哎，我有